Light plays an important role in tying the aesthetic of a room together. Sure, your TV unit might look cool with all of those consoles and other gadgets underneath, but it's only when you add backlighting that it starts to resemble something truly impressive. The problem comes when trying to find a well-rounded but affordable option for true colour lighting in your bedroom, gaming space, or shrine to actor Mark Williams. Enter the Govee Glide Wall Light, a home lighting solution from the company previously famous for bringing you LED light strips and various forms of hygrometers. I'm William Worrell, you're watching a MakeUseOf.com review, and let's take a closer look at the Govee Glide Wall Light. The H6062 Govee Glide Wall Light is a modular wall light system that features 16 million colours, Amazon Alexa and Google Home integration, and its own app. These wall lights feature pixel LEDs, meaning you can have as many colours as you want displayed at the same time, unlike a single colour LED strip. The system costs around $89.99 and comes with 6 straight light panels, a single corner light panel, a control unit, and a power adapter. You also get a quick start guide that walks you through your first time setting up the light, and a user manual that goes into more detail about how the system functions. The manual warns you that you need to set up the light on a flat surface and plug it in to ensure it works before you attempt to apply it to your walls. Part of the reason for that is that the method of affixing the glide to your walls is these single-use command strips, so you need to be 100% sure that you know where this light is going before you apply them. While the setup is a relatively simple process, you need to take extreme care. A lot of force is required to snap the pieces together, and you have to make sure that you've got them going in straight, or you could potentially break part of the plastic off of the light strip. Once you do have it set up, you simply connect to the light through Bluetooth, connect the light to your Wi-Fi, sign up for a Govee Home account, and you should be good to get started. Setting up the light can be quite difficult, and you may want to get someone to help you. The array bends if you try to lift it on your own. You're better off leaving a mark and then using a spirit level to set up the array piece by piece. Of course, snapping the lights into place while they're on the wall is even harder than doing it on a flat surface was. The command strip system used by the Govee Glide Wall Light is quite ingenious. Rather than using one half of the strip on the wall and the other half of the strip on the light, the Govee Glide has a textured surface on the back. This Velcro-like surface matches the Velcro-like surface you'll find on the command strip. So instead of having to use 2 double-sided command strips, you can use one split in half, with one half each on each side of each panel. While the strip system is really useful, you do have to be careful. They're very easy to apply, but the box doesn't include any spares. So you either need to be 100% sure that you're fitting them in the right place, or buy some more command strips. On the plus side, if you do want to remove them, they're very easy to get rid of. Simply remove the light and pull sideways on the command strip. You should find that the fixture comes away without damaging your paint or wallpaper. You also only have to buy a single 12-pack of command strips, and you can set up the light in 3 different places too, thanks to those Velcro S sections on the back of each panel. You can set up your Govee Glide Wall Light in a variety of different configurations, but it's kind of a shame they only include a single corner unit in each box. This means that you can only really set the light up in straight lines or various different kinds of L shape, rather than anything more complex such as a box or horseshoe shape setup. One feature that bears talking about is the music mode. This mode allows the light to react to music, effectively making it dance to whatever you happen to be playing. While setting up your light, you need to pay careful attention to where you're placing the command box, as it also contains the microphone that your Govee Glide uses to input sound. On the plus side, the external microphone method does allow any music from any source to provide a reaction from the light. Because it reacts to differences in volume rather than pitch or tone, you can be sure that you'll get a decent light show no matter what kind of music you like to listen to. The downside is that despite having a Bluetooth connection, it's not possible for the Glide Light to pick up sound directly from a source, instead relying on the microphone either on the device itself or on the device that you're controlling the light with. This means that if you happen to have put the microphone close to where you'll be sitting, any noises you make will also be picked up and will affect the light display. Taking a deeper look into the app, you'll find that the wealth of different features it offers is quite staggering. There's the regular colour selector that lets you minutely control each different section of the light to craft your own stationary light bar of any colour. This even extends to allowing you to select relative brightness, the choice between gradient or solid colour changes, and even the ability to turn off specific sections altogether. The scene selector features a variety of pre-made colour displays to fit various themes and moods. Some of these include things like different natural colour schemes, such as the ocean, forest or sunset glow scenes. There's also life event settings, such as fight and movie modes, as well as the particularly dangerous siren mode, which could really scare some of your ne'er-do-well neighbours. There's even modes for festive occasions, such as Halloween and Christmas, though I'm not 100% sure that the colours selection in the Christmas category actually fits. There are so many different scenes to choose from that it's actually pretty much impossible to go through all of them without this becoming a 2-hour long review. The final and most interesting section of the app is the DIY section. This area allows you to create, upload and share your own custom lighting setups and put them into different groups that you can switch to on various occasions. Some of the effects in this panel are customizable versions of the scenes and music modes from the main app, but there's also a new one called Finger Sketch, which you can use to create very specific light shows with a variety of different speeds and colours. This is possibly one of the most customizable and feature-filled apps for wall lights that you'll find, and can be used to create some truly spectacular light shows. The biggest problem when it comes to the app is connection. If you have more than a single person in the house who wants to control the light, you're in for a total nightmare. If more than one person tries to use the app, it will either kick off the person who was originally connected, or will completely refuse the connection from the new person, and either way it won't work properly. Even when we were using the app just one person at a time, we still had a few situations where we had to close and open the app a few times before the connection would establish properly. An important thing to note about the Govee Glide Wall Light is that it does integrate with both Amazon Alexa and Google smart home appliances. This allows you to set up voice controls for your light. You can even set up complicated routines, at least with the Amazon devices, that combine several smart home applications into a single command. For instance, if you want, you could set it up to respond to the phrase, "Alexa, do androids dream of electric sheep?" If I had to make one complaint about the smart home integration, it's that it's a little restricted. You can set routines to change to music mode or to change to different scenes, but if you're just trying to control the light directly through voice commands, you're very limited on the actions you can take. Right now, it doesn't seem like you can change to any scenes or modes with a voice command. All you can do is select a colour, or select a percentage that you want to set the output to. This is the sort of thing that can, and hopefully will, be added with future updates to either the Amazon skill or the device itself. One strange thing to note before we wrap up is that on the back of the box there's a warning that says, "This product is not intended for illumination, used only to create ambience." And that's a bit weird. While the wall light isn't insanely bright, it's at least as bright as an uplighter or bedside lamp, and serves perfectly well as a source of illumination. At first, I wasn't sure if this was something to do with being left on for an extended period of time, but we've had ours turned on for hours, and it's not dimmed or shown other signs of being a problem. Overall, the Govee Glide Wall Light provides you with a decent user experience, with just a few minor niggles to set it back. The ingenious inclusion of these patches to make putting up and taking down the lights much easier is set back by the fact that it's incredibly difficult to set up in the first place, as well as the connection difficulties we discovered with using the app. At least once installed, you can be sure that the light will work well, even when left on for an extended period of time. Whether it's worth it for the price or not will depend on the individual. While it doesn't present the premium experience you might expect from a company like Nanoleaf, the Govee Wall Light starter kit comes in at around half of the price of competing RGBIC light panel products. If you're looking for a cheaper alternative that's still jam-packed with features, then the Govee Glide Wall Light will have you covered there. Just make sure you have someone with you to help during initial setup, or you're going to have a bad time. Thank you very much for watching this video, and a big thanks to Govi for sending us the Glide to review. If you'd like to be in with the chance of winning your own Govee Glide Wall Light starter kit, follow the link in our description to go to our website where we're running a giveaway, and enter the code word VAPORWAVE at the competition page to be in with an extra chance. Goodbye and good luck.